Hey there, so if you're an agency owner and want to offer email marketing as a service, I'm going to break down in this video how I'm able to guarantee clients a certain number of newsletter growth within a certain month. I'm going to break down some of the systems that I use that have proven to work in the past so that you can use the same exact thing. I'm trying to share as much valuable information for free as possible on this channel. So without further ado, let's get right into it. As you can see, we're in Facebook ads here. The whole funnel is going to look like Facebook ad leading to a lead form, going through a CRM, and then ending up in an ESP or an email service provider. But we're going to get to that a little bit later. I'm kind of going to break down how I offer the service step by step. So let's start with Facebook ads. So I'm showing my newsletter that I'm running right now called Win in Marketing. It's really simple. I'll go through the steps, but essentially what we're going to break down here first is the ad creative. Now targeting is pretty general. Through here you can set a daily budget, which I wouldn't recommend going lower than 10. Anything lower than 10, you're not going to see the results. So Facebook likes to niche down based off how long the campaign has been running. So I would keep this normally pretty broad. The tighter you go, the more limiting you're making your ad campaign. Whereas some demographics outside of what you're trying to target may be just as interested as the demographic you're trying to target. So the only interest I have here is marketing, which is still a very, very broad topic, but you can get as niche as you want. I would just recommend going a little bit broader here. So for my ad creative, you can see here on the right, it's a very simple graphic. All I'm offering them is a free marketing cheat sheet. Now, this is called an incentive. We want to get people to sign up for an incentive, especially when we're meeting new people that have never seen our brand before. We're trying to get them to sign up. And if they've never seen our brand before, if they don't see any social proof out the gate, then they're not going to sign up just because they ran across an ad. We have to provide them with some sort of value so that they sign up, so that we can offer our service or product down the line. So this primary text here is really simple. You don't want your primary copy to be extremely long because that's just something that consumers don't like. If it's just simple, you have a couple bullet points here of what you're offering for free, then they understand kind of what to expect when they sign up for the newsletter. So we're going to start here. The headline is, again, the call to action. You're getting a free marketing cheat sheet. The call to action down here is sign up, and then what we're going to use is Facebook's instant form. So you can see here on the right, it's a very simple get our 7-page marketing cheat sheet when you sign up for free. So the contact information, all we're going to say here is email and first name. You could do birthday so that you can blast them with a happy birthday email or SMS text, kind of whatever you're feeling here. Privacy policy is automatically assumed here, and then once they sign, it moves on to step 2. Now step 2, we're actually going to use Zapier. Now this might seem a little intimidating at first, but don't worry, I'm going to break it down. So for Zapier's free plan, you can create a Zap. On the left here, you're going to go to Zap, and then you can see I have a Zap already set up here, and I'm going to break down kind of how that works. So it has a ton of integrations with a ton of different apps, a ton of different ESPs, different ad tools like Facebook and MailChimp. But the trigger is going to be a subscriber is added from the lead form. So you're going to connect the Facebook account to this. It's a very simple process. And all you're going to do is connect the page and the form down here. And then once that trigger is set, you move on to step 2 of the Zap, which is adding a MailChimp tag. So what it's going to do, and you can see here down here at the bottom, I'm going to say tag as cheat sheet. You're going to see here at the bottom, I tagged it as cheat sheet. This is important because we're about to move into how the email is actually flowed through the journey, how they actually get the marketing cheat sheet. But copy these exact fields as shown. The subscriber email, you're going to test that. It's a really simple thing just to make sure that the whole Zap works before you launch. It's a really cool tool that they have. So now that they're signed up for the lead form, now that it's actually set up in Zapier, we're going to go to our email service provider or MailChimp to kind of see if everything works. So on the left side here, we're going to go to Journeys on MailChimp, and then you're going to build from scratch. Mine is already built from scratch, but I'll kind of tell you how I did that here in just a second. So like I mentioned earlier, when we were in Zapier, we tagged them as a cheat sheet. So what we're going to tell MailChimp to do is that once a target or once a subscriber is tagged as cheat sheet, that is the trigger for this journey to start. So essentially, if somebody signs up for a Facebook lead form, Zapier recognizes that and tags them as a cheat sheet tag in MailChimp. And then once they're in MailChimp, the trigger for this journey is started from the cheat sheet. So contact is tagged, and this is going to be a trigger option when you're creating your campaign. And then all we're going to do here is immediately send them an email. So these settings in here, schedule is going to be set to every day as soon as possible. You don't want them waiting. You want to keep that wait time time as little as possible because they're just going to get impatient. So if I sign up for a marketing cheat sheet, I'm going to want that as soon as I sign up. So make sure that it is every day as soon as possible. Subject line can be anything you want. To and from can be anything you want. Obviously, it can be, your name, the head of the company, the actual company's name. I have my company name here as Win in Marketing, and then this is what my email looks like. So we're going to preview this email. It's very simple, straight to the point. They're in the system, pretty much just assuring them that they made it, that they're where they're supposed to be. So this is what the email looks like. Your cheat sheet is here. Welcome to Win in Marketing. Click the button below to download your cheat sheet PDF. We're looking forward to having you as part of this growing community. I'm just realizing now there's a typo in Weir, so I'm glad I did this video. But once they download it, they hit download, and then this is the cheat sheet. So this is actually linked down below if you're interested in signing up, but that's kind of besides the point. Now you just make sure that the journey works by testing it out. And you can test this out through a number of different ways. You can create a separate landing page. You can sign up with your own email. Make sure that when you're tagged as cheat sheet or whatever the tag is, that your journey is successful. You can run a test email, send them to yourself, make sure that the HTML is well set out. But essentially, the only thing that you have to do now that you understand the system is understand how much you're going to be putting towards this campaign. Now, when you're giving your clients a campaign report, you want the cost per acquisition to be under $2. That's ideal. It could be $2 or under. If you go to the 2 to 3 mark, that's okay. But as long as it's not in like the $4 to $5 mark, that's not good. You want to keep it in the ideally 2 and under range. Currently, the campaign that I'm running for Win in Marketing is sitting at $1.59 cost per acquisition, which is pretty good. And the reason why these are so valuable is because if you're selling them a product, if you're selling them a course, and let's say the average ticket price is like $70, $80, and you're acquiring a sign-up member for $1.50, and let's say 1 of every 10 of those signups actually purchase the product, you're getting a huge return on ad spend. So just make sure all the systems work. But you can see that this is incredibly valuable, and that as time goes on, as more and more members purchase your product or service and they sign up for your newsletter, you can start creating weekly newsletters. But a lot of companies would pay a lot of money for somebody like me to go into their company, set up this system, and you can charge a monthly fee for just changes in servicing along the way. So now that you know how to do this email marketing, I want to show you a video on how you can get email marketing clients. But if you did stick around to this point, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you coming. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Peace.